So I've got my turbomuin elite trainer. Well, I'm going to be putting it back together now, but I sussed out what the knocking noise was, and let me just show you. Let me see. Goes on the other side. No, I don't. So that's with the cover on, and then once you take the cover off, this is what's exposed. So you've got the belt going over here. This is the adjustable roller. This is to pinch tight to stop the adjustment moving, and that Allen screw on top is for pulling the roller against the belt to tighten it up. Let me just show you the other side. So on the other side, this is like really heavy, the flywheel that goes in there, and then inside there, which Elite have kindly sent me, is like the oil, which has to be weighed before it's put in. I mean, that is really like a low viscosity. It is so hardly moves at all as well. But what the problem was this shaft here. Let me see if I can take it off. And that's it. That's what was the problem. Was that originally, where's my old bits? Oh. This bearing with that size internal diameter was on there, and what happened was the shaft had actually worn. So this was so loose. This bearing was so loose on there that it shook about. So now what, thanks to Kenny, he's machined down the shaft, and then this is with a bearing with a bigger internal, or smaller internal, sorry, that fits directly on the shaft, a couple of spacers, and then that's the new bearing as well that I've put on, and the circlip. So now, as Elite have done, I'm going to Loctite the bearings into the shaft, and once that is done, yeah, look at that. Look at that play, isn't it? I think that's the problem, isn't it? So I just realised as well, I mean, when the bearings go into there, it must be, look, I don't know if that is right, but that seems an awful lot of play there. And then when the second one goes in, that's tight, but then so that only relies on a single bearing to hold on the outside, then the other one must be as loose as anything. That doesn't seem right. I'll have to measure the outside of this bearing just to see if that's correct. But there you go. So that's the fix for the Elite. It's hopefully I'm going to either put it back together, or I'm going to find out the outer circumference of this bearing, whether that's worn as well. Why that's so much play, because it should be two bearings that hold that flywheel to stop it moving so much. But let's hope that works. And Wiggle weren't very good about sending this back to them. Elite offered to Pyrex, well, to give me discount on the new one, but it was very expensive. So this is the best option for me. Thanks to Kenny for doing the shaft and getting the bearing. Hopefully I can put it back together. I hope that helps you if you've got an Elite trainer. Any questions, let me know. Thanks.